Hey there, how the heck are ya? Zefrine here with a different kind of challenge. So, once a month, I'm going to be asking my Twitch community to submit their own builds so then I can do a renovation of them and kind of take my take on everything. So, basically, my goals with these are to leave the windows and most of the walls and kind of like fix things up, maybe swap out some doors, maybe swap the windows, but I try to keep it as true as possible, including like the roofing and whatnot as well. Maybe with some slight alterations there. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to accomplish with all of that. But this one, all the details for this stuff are going to be down below. This one was submitted by KATERTOT'S. Kater, thank you so much again for submitting this. This one was incredibly detailed and so cool. Please download it on the gallery. It's really awesome. It's called the Beach House Renovation. And oh my God, I don't know. I just love the amount of detail and like how truly dilapidated she made this build look. And I think it's really neat. So throughout the video, you'll see me kind of cleaning things up, and then we'll kind of get into the nitty gritty and like my thought processes on things. But a little bit about the build that I actually, the one that I'm going to be uploading to the gallery, like for the end product. So my end result is like on the gallery, it's called Beach House Renovation, and it came out at 54,078 simoleons when everything is said and done. The lot that I did, oh gosh, it's the lower left-hand one. I don't remember. I think it's called Mid Nowhere in Windenburg. All of the final details are going to be in the description below, like all of the other speed builds that I upload, but it's kind of a little bit about the build. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. You'll kind of see how that stuff like comes together. And I don't know, it's looking pretty good. But the outside, I tried to redo everything. Like I really did like a facelift on a lot of the brick. And then I tried to keep the siding kind of like updated. I made it like a nice richer red, like it had been repainted or something like that. And then redid the brick. And I think I put new shingles on the top of it, maybe some trim. And I think I like replaced or added more pillars and everything around the outside because it looked like some had maybe been missing. You know, with the amount of detail that KATERTOT puts into her builds, I wouldn't have been surprised if she kind of made them look like they were knocked out anyway. But on the inside for this particular build, you can see that I'm right here. I'm trying to play with the idea of what the heck I should do with this living room situation. I really wanted to keep like the natural flow, but also kind of like make it feel a little like the couch isn't as like floating in the middle of the room. So I ended up like putting like a wall against the back of the couch. As you can see, like I'm playing with a lot of the things around the staircase here. But then I toyed with the idea of maybe using like a love seat, like different kind of couches. Maybe if I wanted to close it off like completely. But I can't exactly remember 100% like exactly what it is that I did. But I do know that that little hallway going off into the back porch is what I ended up using in the long run anyway. And then I kind of played with the idea of like putting the couch on the far side there, but I don't know. The end result of what becomes this like fireplace area, I don't know. I really like it. You'll see that I kind of break that wall that goes into the chimney and I bump everything in and then kind of put I think it's like the snowy escape. What's it called? The fireplace. I think I put the snowy escape fireplace in there and I raised it up on like a platform and it looked really cool. Then here you can see I'm kind of toying with the idea of maybe making like a little dining room table and adding it to that extra space that's on the edge of like the long living room, just because it's kind of awkward and I like didn't really know exactly what to put there. But I'm toying around with here like the exact aesthetic that I wanted to go with, and I didn't know exactly like how modern I wanted to go, but I kind of wanted the outside to be extremely unassuming. And then the interior to kind of look like this kind of cute modern getaway style thing. And I really like the end result. And throughout this entire kitchen, you'll see that I use a lot of the Dream Home Decorator Pack things. And I really love mid-century modern style stuff if you guys are familiar with me at all as a person. So that's kind of like a lot of the inspiration and where that kind of came from. Like it's not inherently mid-century modern, but it definitely kind of has like a little bit of that feel in there. And here I'm kind of toying around with like what I want to do with some cabinetry. And I think this is ultimately like the end result that I had for the layout. And I think it's quite cute. I put like a big cabinet there on the left. And then I'm toying around with like a lot of the different like style of the cabinets going all the way across. And I think I used the tool mod to kind of shove the like the hood above there and make it like kind of like above the stove. And then I like made it so it looked like it was sticking down a little bit, but not too much. Playing around with some swatches, but then I really like the way, like the little splash of color, almost like a raw concrete kind of look on top of the countertops. And that's why I ended up going with that swatch, because it really, and like the handles on those ones just pop, and it goes really nice with the two base game, the stove and the fridge. So that's why I ended up going with that. Then over here, I think I finally settled on the idea of making like a dining room in like the main area. As you can see, I kind of stuck that table there. You hear I'm playing around with like what swatches I want to go for. And something that I as a builder don't really do a lot is I don't really use a lot of light colors or neutrals. So that's something in a few of the builds that I've done recently, I think you guys will kind of pick up on it, especially if you watch my Twitch channel. I've really been trying to use a lot more neutrals and whites, because I usually end up going for like a lot of like deep, dark, rich tones instead, just because it's something that appeals to me. I really like jewel tones, so that's really why. There's not really any other reason to that. But then I'm playing around with the idea of using maybe like some pillars instead of archways, but I think I ended up going with these base game ones with the little windows on the top, and just going with the black, so there's like a little bit of contrast and it just kind of pops without really like overtaking everything. Oh, here I'm putting in the platform with that fireplace that I was talking about earlier. And the end result of this little living room, I don't know, I think it looked really cute. Then here you can see I'm trying to mess around with the idea of doing like big built-in stuff, and you're gonna watch me fumble around with like a lot of different things. And I think ultimately in the end, I ended up going with like a bookcase that maybe was from like Dream Home Decorator or something like that. And it ended up being like a cute little thing that was like right in front of the fireplace. Now, I don't 100% know. I think the fireplace should be functional. I'm naughty. I didn't actually play test it. So I'm a little bit sorry about that, but it's fine. And here I'm messing with the idea of like putting that spandrel across the top and the front there, doing some pillar work, playing around with some swatches, seeing if I wanted to make it into like black or white, I think were the two colors that I really did. Then in the living room over here, I think I actually ended up doing, yeah, I did like this layered look and it looks so cute. So, I don't know. I really like this one rug from Base Game. That's that rectangular one. I think it's from Base Game. But I used the tool mod to kind of adjust the size, because kind of find like a little halfway in between thing. And then I kind of slapped that little faux fur one from Snowy Escape over the top of it. Because the one from Base Game, the rectangle one that's on the bottom, I don't really like how it looks alone, but if you layer it on top of like maybe like a fun different texture, I think it can turn out really, really cute. Then here you can see I'm using some sort of like a modular shelf thing. I don't know the item names or anything like that, but I'm messing with that idea in front of the fireplace. And I really like pulling in all of these nice warm, like, but not, I don't know, they're not super dark. It's just a nice brown color. I don't know. I really like how it tied into everything. And then I enjoy the way that it made it feel less stale and a little more warm and inviting. But I really enjoy that color a lot. And it's something that I really like in my own personal house too. So I guess you can say I'm a huge fan of it. Then here in the kitchen, you could see that I was messing around with like moving the hood down a little bit, just so it was kind of like sticking out. I like it. Playing with a modular bookcase idea. I like the stair step idea. And then I end up saying no. And I think I ended up putting it next to like the couch that was on the edge there. Then right here, I'm going to put like a little reading area. You got like a cozy little pop of green that comes with that nice light fixture from the plant kit. I don't remember what the name of that kit is, but the one with the plants. It's really cute. I really like a lot of those items that came with that pack. Then I'm playing around with more of those plants. And I think this is actually one of the first builds that I ever did after this pack, or after that kit came out. It was really adorable. But I'm doing a little bit of clutter work, adding a little pop of green just because I think it makes it feel a little bit more inviting. I myself, I can't keep plants alive to save my life in real life, but you know, and I have 2 kittens who will help me out with murdering all those all the time too, but you know, details, side details. And then I add a little bit of ooh, I think I put a mirror back here. Oh my god, I spent a little bit. Ooh, a little pop of gold, I think. Gold is another color, like an accent color, and like the bronze colors are 2 that I'm kind of trying to get to familiarize myself a little bit more with. But over here, I tried to raise up this platform and make this look like a good, like a display thingy. For just like these adorable plants. Then I really like the way that this thing looks. That big structure that came with that, the plant kit. But I didn't quite like the way that it popped up, and I didn't enjoy like the rock or like the mossy look on the bottom of it at that point. So I used the tool mod again to push it down into the platform. So then it looks just like it's completely built in over there on the side. And I really like that idea. And I think I ultimately ended up taking out that that light fixture on the top. I don't remember, but I don't know. It was just really, it's like all in your face and everything, and I just didn't really enjoy it. Then here I'm playing around with like what curtains to use. And these, oh God, those curtains that are from the Seasons ones, those ones are so classic. And I wish that they had more swatches on them. They have some like pretty good ones that are really nice, but I wish that they did a little bit more. Then over here in this like living room or the dining room and entryway situation, I ended up adding like a little splash of color that came with that that picture that's on the wall there. And that picture was from Get Famous, I believe. It's like one of the initials, like one of the front facing swatches that's right there. Oh, I think it's the Blooming Rooms kit. Maybe. I don't actually remember, but yeah. I don't know. So like, does anyone else feel the need? Okay, so like you got all these corners, right? All these weird corners. So what are your favorite things to do with these corners? Because I feel this need to constantly put like a plant, a mirror, and maybe like an end chair or something, or an armchair or something in all of these little corners. I don't know. But ooh, tool mod also very, very helpful for like moving mirrors down and up and everything like that. You can't really resize them because of the way the reflections and stuff work. It just doesn't look right. Kind of gets all glitchy, but you can move that one down because I love that one. I think that glowing one, that the round glowing one that's behind the pampas grass there. I think that one is actually from Get Famous, and it's super cute too. Then we're over here back to the kitchen, and I opted for like a nice copper looking like back swatch thingy. The swatchies, and I think it's really cute. I don't know. I really enjoy it. And then I added some like light clutter, kind of like minimalist looking. I really wanted this to be kind of neat and clean and like purposeful clutter. I said, oh my gosh, that's a little too big. Okay, here we go. Kind of got to mess around with tool mod sometimes, you know, to get it right. And then I opted for this. What did I go with? Oh yeah, I ended up going with like this nice black one and like over the sink. And then I liked the way that it looked a little bit more than all the others. Then over here in this little entryway that's kind of like off the back porch. Ooh, another thing I think it's better build by or tool mod. If you hold shift and then click when you're in build mode on any light fixture, you can change like the color and the brightness like you would have to do in live mode. It is life-changing. Absolutely amazing stuff. And here I'm messing around with like what light fixtures I want to have. And it kind of brought in like that nice bronzy brassy color again. And here I'm picking a nice like piece for the wall. There's a plant in the corner. And then here I am messing with like what style of staircase to use. I don't remember. I think I ended up going with a brown in the end. Because again, it brought in that nice like warmth color. So everything, it didn't feel as like stale or cold, like coming in. And then here I'm going through like a bunch of the railings to kind of figure out what vibe I want to have. And I want to say that I ended up using like one of the really bricky looking the wooden looking fences from Eco Lifestyle, and I think I gave up on that area a little bit, and then I wanted to work around upstairs for a second just to see like what kind of vibe I wanted to go for, or the doors or something. I don't know, like to see my layout. But sometimes when I'm building, I'll kind of Yes. Okay, this is what I use. I think I might have changed the swatches or something away from this one. I don't 100% remember. But that's the fence that I was talking about, like that weird the long like that thing. A slat looking thing. There's like 3 different sizes. It is amazing. It is such a versatile looking wooden like fence. So you can kind of see through it. And I deleted a couple of the walls so I could kind of slip these those base game mirrors in here. And then it kind of like masked that under the staircase area a little bit more, especially with the way that the slatted walls or the slatted fences kind of like, because it took them away because I wanted that look instead of the other thing, instead of like the plain wall that would have stuck there. Then there was this little blank area back here that was by the staircase, and I toyed around with the idea of maybe making it into like a little plant thing, or maybe did like a whole wall of mirrors. But I don't know. I couldn't quite figure out exactly what I wanted to do with it. So I think I ended up leaving it blank and then just leaving it as it was in the first place. But I think maybe, and I think the ultimate reason why I didn't do anything with that spot was because of the way that it looked up above. Like if you were looking down the staircase, I think it just looked really funky. Like it was just this big weird gap and it just didn't feel quite right. So this is the room that ends up becoming the bedroom, and I've actually never used the foundries, the whatever industrial something kit. I can never remember all the kit names. I'm so bad about it. I'm sorry. But I've never really used those items before, and I really enjoy the way that this particular bed looks. Then here you could see that I was using the tool mod again to add a little bit of texture with that one rug that came with Snowy Escape. That big wiggly woogly looking thing over there. But I love to add that particular rug because it adds such a unique shape, and it kind of breaks things up, and then it adds that bit of texture and pop and stuff. Plus, feels really good under your toes too, I'm sure. I used to have like a big, like 6-foot white one that was at the foot of my bed, and it was super cute. But and over here, just for some more like greenery and whatnot, I wanted to add those adorable, I think those plant thingies on the wall, the paintings on the walls. I think those ones are for maybe like Dream Home Decorator or something. I don't exactly remember where they're from, but they're really, really adorable. Or even maybe like Nifty Knitting. I don't know. It's got some real good swatches on it, whatever it is. And by the way, if you can use curtains as like doorways and stuff like that. Like I'd put that one over the sliding door to kind of make it look symmetrical and kind of like a little more private, a little cozier. Your Sims can still do that. So you can use curtains for all sorts of applications, such as like shower curtains. You can make like custom drapes around your bed. So you see like I have that one with the railing around the bed. You can use that in that sort of application too, to kind of make it look like it's like maybe sheer curtains, like a little princess bed or something. But I'm adding a little more greenery to that. And then I think we're on to the bathroom now. So Kater initially had like a shower stall kind of like in this little corner here. And I kind of wanted to bring that back again and kind of just renovate it and make it modern. So here, I toyed around with the idea of making like a little bench or something to maybe clutter, put a plant on, but then I opted for something that's just hanging in the corner as well. Then again, I'm bringing in a little bit of the modern, the really warm like brown swatches again in here. I think it looks really cute. I'm playing with around the idea of like making kind of like a custom little built-in thingy in there with those cube organizer thingy-mabobs that came with like Dream Home Decorator. Very cute. Kind of making a custom little like light fixture to go above the sink there with a nice pop of gold. Bringing in some more greenery because it always just livens things up a little bit. And I opted to use like or swap the 2 hanging plants because the one golden one that I ended up putting in the shower, just it fit a little bit better. And I was worried about the Sims actually being able to like past it and everything. Because I did size the big one down because it's pretty large for this style of build. But adding a little bit of purposeful clutter kind of to the nice little shower there. And then we are on to the outside, which is pretty cool. So again, I wanted to make this feel like extremely classic and like maybe it's like a vacation home for someone or something, right? And so I don't know about you, but I am not the most confident person when it comes to landscaping. So what I do, depending on whatever world that I'm in, I filter the landscaping stuff. And I use the Better Build By mod, by the way. So debug shows up like in my normal menu. So I'm not hunting as much for it. And it's searchable because Twisted Mexi actually like labels everything so you can search it. But what I do, so this is Windenburg. So I use Get Together and then Base Game. And then 99% of the time, you'll be able to find whatever foliage is in that world in one of those 2 packs. And here I decided to smoosh it forward a little bit, by the way. I think I ended up doing that. Yes, okay, because I did like a little backyard area thing. But I ended up putting like a little fireplace, maybe some privacy hedges. I don't remember what I ended up doing for like the front part. I think I might have put some like hostas or something like that. Because I just felt like those just made it feel a little more like secret. And it didn't really suit the vibe. It wasn't as warm and welcoming as I wanted it to kind of feel. And we put some trash bins and I actually made like a little mini like purposeful trash bin area in the back instead. And I toyed around with that, but that one didn't have like a swatch that I really liked. The gates from Base Game are pretty meh when it comes to the swatches. So then I toy around a little bit with the terrain paint here. I had like a little cobbled path, a cute little picnic table, some place to grill, super cute. I think I put like a little table here maybe, or I thought about it and then I just maybe didn't. I don't know. And then lighting all across the porch there because I love this adorable little wraparound porch that she made. A wind chime. Those are really soothing actually. Kind of nostalgic for me personally. Lots of cute greenery to kind of do it. So I didn't really add like a lot of things to the porch. I kind of wanted to keep it clean. But some little pops of greenery in the back. And then I add these little awning thingies. I think these ones for maybe cats and dogs, I want to say. But I opted to use those. And I pulled in a little bit of a brown swatch on the wood on them to kind of like make it a little more toasty and a little more warm. And then those hedges. I think those giant hedges right there that I'm messing with. Oh yeah, there's the hostas. Love these. Hostas are so like nostalgic to me because my mom has dozens of them. Dozens of them. It's amazing. And also, Cottage Living has some of the cutest bushes. They have like little black-eyed Susans and I'm obsessed with them because I think they're just the cutest things. And daisies are one of my favorite flowers and black-eyed Susans look pretty similar to that. There's just a cute, simple little flower. And if you back up a little bit, by the way, there's like a hanging plant that's on the porch on the back there. You'll notice I kind of have to move it up. It's actually a debug item. It's from Base Game. Freaking adorable. They have like maybe 1 or 2 of them or something, but they just add such a nice little touch because they're the ones that hang from the ceiling rather than from like a wall. And just like that, y'all, this was super fun. So this is something that I do with my Discord community, and I hope you guys can kind of get involved with that kind of stuff there. Once a month, my goal is to pick a build and then kind of do a renovation and like my own take on it and see what happens with it. So you should totally be a part of our Discord community. All that stuff is linked on my Twitch profile as well. So thank you so much for watching the video. Kater, thank you so much for submitting this build. It was really fun to kind of look at all your different clutter and like all the mess that you had made on it and just how creative you were. And you will never cease to amaze me. So thank you so sweetly. And as I always say, tomorrow's a beautiful day, especially if you're in it, and I will catch you on the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next one.